Wait.
And I'm wondering, kind of going back to what you were saying about like the early 2000s, going on tour and also experiencing depression. Can you talk about that a bit more? Because a lot of people feel like when you're successful, then you shouldn't be
You're
depressed.
exempt.
Again, I just remember Tina Knowles, telling me, Michelle, do you remember the time I would come in your room and I'd say, girl, open up these curtains, and it took her to help me remind those, bring back to my memory of those dark moments. I remember so scared to release my own solo music. That was heightened anxiety. The irritability. But I'm so thankful that I was able to carry on. With Beyonce and Kelly, they were my safe space. They were my safe place. As long as I was with them, I was fine. They didn't know really until 2018, 2019, the severity of what I'd been walking through. And it's not because I didn't want them to know. Back in that day, I just didn't have language for it. Now I do. And, a few times, the girls were like, do you think you were depressed in around so-and-so time, during this time? And I was like, now that we think about it, yeah, I definitely could have been dealing with some depression. People might think you can have it all. And I say this all the time, I need to make a t-shirt, but success does not heal trauma.
You just stepped on some toes right there.
Success does not heal trauma. However, it gives me the resources now to treat it. And it also gives me the resources and the means to pay it forward. When I see someone else suffering, it's nothing for me to help prepay some sessions for somebody. I don't boast about it. It's nothing for me to, hear about an amazing retreat that's changed my life. And I love to send people there. But success did not heal my trauma. Only processing it in a safe space with a credentialed counselor, therapist, prayer, and being around safe people who won't judge you, whom you're able to talk about those experiences with.
Yeah.
But, people, they really come down on public figures and celebrities or high profile people when a person says that they've been dealing with depression. I know even a number of women who talk about having postpartum depression.
Yeah.
You're a millionaire. You have nannies. You shouldn't. And it's like, have a millionaire and a nanny does not make my hormones different than yours.
Right. Exactly.
Strip all of that away. Strip our platforms, how many followers a person has, your tax bracket. Strip that all away. We're the same.
Mm-hmm.
We're the same. We're going to bleed. We're going to have sinus infections, allergies. The tax brackets didn't care who had COVID. COVID didn't care. COVID struck everybody. Depression, anxiety, PTSD, postpartum depression, PMDD. All these things will strike at a person no matter their color, no matter their socioeconomic background, no matter if your daddy's a doctor. I was in a treatment facility for depression with a young lady whose father was a neurosurgeon. Wow. Even he couldn't help his daughter.
Yeah.
All right? So let's strip away everything that we think a person has. It doesn't. Money doesn't make depression go away.